Hi, I'm Stephen Weiss. I played football for about 13 years. I played varsity football for 3 years.
Did you ever experience any serious concussions throughout that time?
Yes, absolutely. My junior year of high school, about halfway through the season, I got a slight concussion, but didn't tell anybody about it, and continued to play 4 weeks, 4 football games on that concussion. And by the fourth game, it was the first round of playoffs. I was basically knocked out unconscious and ended up in the hospital that night with a very severe concussion. And basically, after that, I had to stay in the hospital for a while. And then I had to stay in a dark room for about 3 months after that. Missed all of second semester of school. And it took me about a year to fully recover and be able to think on my own. And with that concussion, socially, I couldn't hang out with people. I was grumpy all the time. I was always pissed off just because I was locked up in a room, kind of went crazy. And then grades suffered tremendously. Almost failed out junior year because of it. So.
About that. So my name is Brandon Jones. I'm a sophomore here at UK, and a few years ago I was playing football freshman year, and we were doing special teams practice, and I was on kickoff, and I got blocked in the chest, and I flew back, hit my head on the turf, and I remember like I was extremely woozy, and I went home and I was like, yeah, I just don't feel good. So for the next 2 weeks, I had a headache, felt really bad. Didn't play at all for 2.5 weeks actually, because they had to make sure I was out of protocol. I still went to school. I don't remember if my grades slipped. They probably did a little bit, honestly. And socially, I was still there. So that's what I would say about that.
Hi, I'm Kimberly. I'm a freshman here at UK, and during high school, I was a support staff for the football team. And one time, a kid they collided, and then he came over to the sideline. And while we were watering him down, he just kind of fell over, and our physical therapist came over and was trying to check him out to see if he was okay. And he ended up having a concussion, and he kept just passing out. So it was kind of just scary to see him just constantly passing out, and then he ended up having a concussion.
Hi, my name is Shama Salih. I played football in high school for 3 years and wrestled in high school all 4 years. I never received a diagnosed concussion for football, but I did receive a concussion during wrestling my sophomore year, I think. Basically, when you receive a concussion, you are put on, depending on how bad it is, if it's minor, they'll put you out for at least a week, no physical activity, no running, no working out, and then you have to go through a process of, you can only do so much before you can go back to competing. So when I got a concussion, I had to take a week off of working out completely, and then I had to gradually start jogging, weightlifting, and stuff again before I could wrestle again. And then, but as far as in the classroom, I wouldn't say it affected me too much, other than when I had to miss school. I had to take 2 or 3 days off, and I basically had to sit in a dark room, and I was real sensitive to light and sound. So I had to, it did kind of set me back a little bit, I guess.